All right, and welcome back to the next episode in this insurance mini-series being presented by Paragon Roofing. My name's Taylor, glad to be here. Episode 7, we're gonna get into reviewing the carrier estimate. This is what a carrier estimate looks like. This is that line item estimate that's being provided by the insurance company to let you know what they are saying is being included and covered in your loss. So let's understand those, because anybody that's seen one knows that, good Lord, what am I looking at? There's so many letters, numbers, quantities. What is this? Remove here, replace here. Why do these numbers not line up? Like, there's a lot into those insurance scopes. So understanding what is actually included in that and being covered is huge. So this again goes back to a contractor that understands insurance claims. A contractor that works insurance claims is going to be able to clearly understand and be able to interpret and dictate that to you as the policyholder. But those estimates that get written are typically a templated estimate. So inside of Symbility and inside of Xactimate that they write their scopes in is different templates that they can put in. So if there's like an architectural shingle, and it's super important to be able to understand what is missing, because that means that there's incomplete work that's being done or prescribed by the insurance company, and this money can add up, hundreds, even thousands of dollars that have been left off. Now, I have a strong theory on this. If the insurance company can save $1,000 over 1 million claims a year, they put a lot of money back on the bottom line. So there's some theories I have behind that with these templates that they have, but that's for another episode. So understanding the scope of work is step one. We have to actually review those line items, like start at line item 1 and work your way through. Ensure that all of the damaged areas are being included, including labor and material, and making sure that that's accurate. This is going to be a question for your contractor. So handling those missed line items, it's actually not a very difficult process, and it gets into what's called the supplements. So we'll actually discuss that in a later episode, but you want to review everything with your contractor and let your contractor identify what line items should be on here that are not, and then compile that list, and your contractor should be able to submit a supplemental claim over to express those missing items from the scope of work, provide documentation why they're needed, so that you can get a revised scope that properly accounts and reflects for what needs to be done. So again, you and your contractor need to make sure that they have plenty of documentation on standby. This can be the photo reports, the storm reports, code documentation, etc. So getting the full picture, understanding that carrier estimates often miss and lack line items. That's just what it's going to be. I know that historically we see our claims 20 to 40% too low. And when you're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars on insurance claims, our average claim increase is over $7,000. That doesn't mean that we were able to get $7,000 more than what we should have. That means that the insurance company wrote an estimate that was $7,000 lower than it should have been. And that's by design. And also working with a contractor that can review and request supplements on your behalf and actually understands how to do all of that. So the insurance scope may seem scary, but there's not a whole lot to it. Again, it comes down to hiring the right contractor, understanding what should be on that scope of work, and how that documentation is going to be presented so that you can get some supplemental items added. That's all for this episode. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.